Check one. Okay. Okay. This is it. This is it. Man, this is a day. This is the day that the Lord has made. Let us rejoice and be glad in it. I am so super excited because I have the unique, awesome opportunity to come, just before you. I have an opportunity to share some things, to hopefully I can bring enlightenment to you on some things, and but guess what, guys? I'm here, and I'm ready. I got my pen and my paper, and I'm ready to take notes because I'm ready to learn. I'm ready to get better. And guys, that's what it's all about. And this is hopefully what you want to do. What you want to do is get better because here at Fight for the Family, guys, we have one focus, and that is the family. I believe in all my heart, man, that God placed me here at such a time like this to fight against what's going on in the world right now. I believe in all my heart that there's a gender war that's been going on. It's male against female. It's the husband against the wives, and guys, I believe that in order for us to be the best that we can be, and in order for us to be what God created us to be, I believe that we're gonna have to first start by healing this family. I believe that there's some husbands that would be better when they heal, when the family's healed. There's some wives that'll be better when the family is healed, and there is some children that's waiting for the family to be healed so they can be the best that they can be. So when if you asking what is this fight for the family all about, it's about fighting for that what God created, that one thing that God created, that he put his stamp of approval on, that he said in order for his kingdom to come to pass, it was going to have to come through this family unit. See, that's what I believe. And so tonight, we got a special broadcast. We're going to be doing something a little bit different, and hopefully you guys enjoy it, because coming up around 7 o'clock, we're gonna have a special couple on here, and I'm really excited about that. I've been knowing these people, man. I want to say just about all my life, and they just celebrated 33 years of marriage, and guys, that listen, you don't see that often. And I wanted to bring them on, and I wanted to pick their brains. I wanted to celebrate with them as well. So I hope you're here to do the same. Now I do have the chat line open, and so before we get into this thing, I see we got a few people on, and what I want you to do. The first thing I want you to do is make sure that you share at this broadcast, because one thing that I normally don't do, I normally don't go live at this capacity on Facebook, and then in my groups, I normally do it strictly on YouTube. But today, because it was so special, I wanted to do something a little bit different, and I wanted you guys to maximize in that. So what I want you to do, the first thing I want you to do is go ahead and share this broadcast. See what don't be selfish. Don't be selfish. Go ahead and share the broadcast. Listen, it don't cost you not damn penny. Okay. And it's really and truly, it's free. Okay. So go ahead and share this broadcast, and then once you share it, I want you to come back and I want you to post in the comments. I want you to post, hey Eric, I'm here. You can shout out, say, hey man, representing from your city, and you can do that. And also, if you had a question, for this couple when they come on, see, don't do that. Don't be that person. Don't be that person that's gonna be around somebody that's been. See, when I looked at this couple, I say, you know what? These are professionals. These are your experts, because anybody that's been doing something, I don't care how good or bad it is, these are somebody that's been doing something for 33 years, and I consider them as experts. Okay, so what I want you to do, all right, I see you, Shauna. You representing, okay, and what I'm glad you're here. Make sure that you share this out, and it would definitely be a blessing. So we're gonna get this thing going. Also, guys, you see I got my Cash App up there. So hey, if this broadcast or thank you. If this broadcast bless you, return the favor. I don't care if it's $1. You put it in that Cash App. Let me know that what I'm doing is making sense. Okay, let me know that you appreciate the content. And if I don't get the Cash App, then my mindset is gonna be I need to keep searching. But if I'm doing something right, let me know. Drop me a message. A DM me. Inbox me, email me, whatever you gotta do. Text me. Let me know what I need to do better, because it's not about me. It's all about how I can deliver you guys some content, and how I can, further. See, one thing I do believe, I do believe that I'm on a mission from God. So, well, can I get better? Of course, I'm gonna get better. Will I stop doing it? I can't stop, because it wasn't about me. It's not about me. It's not about what I want to do. It's not about my will, but it's about God's will. And is it a bitter cup? Yeah, it's a bitter cup. But I can't go away from it. Yeah, I tried and it didn't work. I found myself coming back to this thing. So I know that couple is getting ready to come on, and let me check some stuff. Let's see. Y'all go ahead and make sure y'all do the right thing. So listen, if you haven't got the Power of Two book, what are you waiting on? First of all, what is your problem? What are you really waiting on? Okay, I tell you, if I must say so, then I'll say that this is my best work ever. Okay, so definitely go to my website, www.thepowerof2x.com. Okay, that's www thepowerof2x.com, and make sure that you go and pick up this book, The Power of Two. It will really be a blessing, guys. I'm in the lab. I remember really some years ago, I made a post and I said I was in a lab working on some things, and I never did come back and say what I was working on. But when I said it years ago and I said, hey, I was in the lab and I'm working on some things, it was the Power Two. So I'm gonna say it again. I'm in the lab and I'm working on some things, and it is gonna be a follow-up down to this the Power into Work and Desire Equal Success. It has done amazing things. But God told me from the beginning that it was just the beginning, you know. I'm just gonna sit back and see how this thing unfolds. Okay, Shauna, how's my audio? How's the video? How's I'm looking? Y'all make sure I'm looking good. Okay, great, 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 great. Okay, so while we get things going, I want to talk about I want to talk about the power questions of the day. Guys, this is going to be this is going to be I'm going to evolve that, and I don't want to share how it's going to be. I just really want you to be able to just see it. But what I will say is that the power question of the day has really been a blessing, not just to me, but to a lot of people, because what you're able to do is start a conversation. And when you look at the power to when you look at the Fight for the Family series, when you look at the fact that we are in this established gender war, um, we have to recognize that in order for us to move forward, we have to start at the minimum being willing to have conversation. And so one thing I realized that in the past is that which is understandable, is the whole denial that we're in this mess. Okay, and you say, Eric, man, man, how do you know we're in a mess? Well, just look around. Look around. You say, see, one of the things somebody pointed out, and I will say that it was a great point. Okay, but someone pointed out, and they said, well, Eric, the divorce rate is still hovering around the same, so the whole thought is what they was trying to what they was trying to say is that you're saying that we're in this gender war, and but what about the divorce rate? Okay, what about what about that? If you go back 10, 15, 20 years ago, you still see a divorce rate of about 50, 52%. And I say, great, but it's not about just the divorce rate, because we can go deeper into the divorce rate, and then we'll see that there is some changes that we can deal with on inside the divorce rate. Okay, but more importantly, and this is where or when it start getting alarming, is that when you start when the union itself started to devalue itself, when people started to get to the point where marriage does not have a value. Okay, when we got to the point where that 20, 25-year old and even that 30-year-old is opting to say, it's okay for me not to even be married. See, that's when I realized that it was something that was going on a little deeper. So yes, the divorce was going. Miss Cook, I see you. Thank you for joining. I'm going to be with you in just a second, and I hope you can come on, because I do want to share, talk to you about some things. So just give me a second, and I'm going to come and I want to share some things with you. But when you look at this gender war, okay, and I said before, you're talking about um, the husband and wife. We're talking about the male, the female, and so kind of take it out of that physical sense, okay? And I want you to start, thinking about it spiritually. Start thinking about it, mentally, and how, what the decisions that we're doing now is actually affecting generations to come. See, when you start looking at the baby boomers and how they affected Generation X, and then now, you can see my generation, Generation X, and how it affected my kids' generation. Okay, so it's not about what's happening now. It's not about that physical thing that's happening now. Is that you're seeing that as time goes on, it's getting weaker and weaker and weaker and weaker. So that gender war. I'm gonna show you how it kind of lifts, how it kind of manifests itself right now. Okay. Okay. So how it looks now is that a modern way of thinking versus a traditional way of thinking. So when I say traditional, I want you to kind of put in the mindset, maybe conservative, maybe some people would say, the way great grandma did it, or maybe the way God intended to be. Okay, so when you look at the modern version, I want you to kind of put it in a sense of more of a liberal sense, more of a sense of, hey, everything's okay. We can do it however we want to do it. When you those two way of thinking, okay, is at odds with each other, and they have taken on gender identities. Okay, now, this is not a broadcast about going into deep, but we will be dealing with those things. I want my sister to come on, and I just want her to say hey to everybody. I know that in about 60 seconds we're gonna be able to get started, and we're gonna be waiting for that couple, that great couple, to come in. Renee, you are on the Fight for the Family broadcast. How you feeling?
I'm sorry, I'm feeling well. How are you?
Man, I am feeling great. It's such a blessing to have you on here. This listen, hey, it's Sunday. It's a fun day, and I'm here. I don't know if you know this, but I am going to be interviewing, man, this amazing couple. Now, I said I can't really say how long I've been knowing them, but maybe you can help me, because you can just help me out. But Willie and Tangela Little, they've been married for 33 years. I know you've seen no social media, but as far as I can think, go back, especially in the whole old church days. I just remember, I remember Willie, at church, and then of course later on, Tangela, you remember Miss Welch, right?
Right, I do.
Yes, and that's her daughter. That's you know, well, Miss Welch is Tangela's mother. It's maybe
Right,
that's the better way to say that.
right.
And so I'm like, yeah, we go back a long time, and so that couple, they've been married 33 years. I think the celebration is right. I don't know exactly what day, but I believe it's going on, like now. And I wanted to bring them on, and just celebrate them a little bit. Um, but even in your case, how long have you been married?
I've been married 27 years.
Wow, 20. You know what? So we just give that up to you as well. So I wanted to just have a conversation, and I know, maybe they haven't, getting onto this broadcast is not the easiest thing. I know you asked me, hey, is it click? I wish it was a simple click of the link, but you do have to kind of go through steps, but it wasn't that hard once you did it, and it definitely gets better as you do it. But I see they did join, but I'm gonna ask you a question before I let you go and bring this next guest on. Um, you 27 years. I mean, you listen. When I look at you and my brother's relationship, it is a such blessing, and so many people, in our family look up to you guys. But there's always a secret. There's always that one thing, or I know several things, but um, just share, just one of those gems that you can share that say, you know what, man, if you want to make it to this level, because honestly, I know people that don't make 27 days. I know people that haven't made it 27 weeks. I know people that haven't made it 27 months, but you made it 27 years. So tell me, what's that one thing that you would want to share?
Well, like you said, it's more than one thing, but I think what has given us longevity is we consider each other's feelings. And it's not always about him, and it's not always about me. It's about what works best for the marriage. And so we always just will voice, each one will voice their opinion of how we want things to go, and then we always settle on what's best, regardless if it's something I want or what he wants, and we stick with it. I think that's what has helped us with really just getting along with each other.
Awesome. I totally get it. I totally understand. I totally can see why that will be that motivation, that extra push, to get you, not this 27, but that philosophy. You got 27 and 20 more 7 to go. But says, I love you. You my best friend. Thank you. And I don't. You know what? When do we the next time we see each other? When is the next trip or what we got planned?
The next trip would be in June, unless we do something before then. You know how we do.
Yes. Oh yeah. Okay. 26th. Yes. Well, hey, you know what? I definitely know we're gonna be seeing each other before then.
Right.
So But until then, I love you, and thanks for getting on. Okay.
You're welcome.
All right. Bye bye.
Bye bye.
All right. I am going to bring our special guest in, Willie and Tangela. Listen, guys, make sure that you are ready to rock and roll, because here they go. There you go, brother. Man, welcome to the Fight for the Family broadcast. Man, you came on, and you know what? I've been vibing with this music, man, but I want to change the game because my brother that came on here. Hey, can you adjust your camera a little bit? And is your wife in?
Yeah.
Okay, there you go. Hey, there you go. All right, man. You see, I done changed the whole vibe. I done put a whole new spin on the music. You know what I'm saying? So I'm ready to get in on this thing. I listen. What I want you to do, because I do have some questions.
All right.
But it's not about that, man. This is your time, and but I want you guys to introduce yourself, to the audience, and let us know who you are, where you from. Man, I want to go back to how y'all met. You know what I'm saying? I don't want y'all. I want to know, because this developed who y'all are. You know what I'm saying? So I really believe in my heart, man, that somebody is crying out. In their relationship, and you guys you got 33 years, man. When I seen that, man, I just started jumping for joy. It's a blessing, because you made it. You know what I'm saying? You made it this far, and it's still just the beginning. So,
Yeah.
take us back from, man, how far you want to go back, however you want to do it, but just start by introducing yourself.
Okay. I'm Reverend Willie Little, and this is my wife.
Tangela Little.
And we met years ago at Macedonia Baptist Church. I was in the choir stand, and she was in the audience out there in the pews. And we locked eyes, and that's 33 years later.
Wow. Man, so it was just that simple, huh? You knew. So from the time that you're in the choir, man, shout out to Macedonia. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Shout out. Listen, for guys who don't know, that's my home church. No matter
Yeah.
no matter where I go, no matter how far I've been gone, I still represent Macedonia. I still claim them. Hey, man, I grew up in the Reverend Strata days, so
Oh, yeah.
you when you go that far, man, you can't shake that. It's in your blood.
You're right. You're right. Him and Miss Carter, yeah.
Man, and shout out to Pastor Scott because
Oh, yeah.
hey, when you thought you couldn't get no better,
Yeah.
God said, you know what, I have something for you, Macedonia.
Oh, yeah. He took the reins.
Right, and he doing an awesome job, awesome
Oh, yeah.
ministry there. I always said that was that Macedonia gave you some solid foundation, of the
Yeah.
Bible.
That's
Amen.
it.
Amen. So you sitting in the choir, you're supposed to be singing, and and you see your queen over there. So what happened next? You come out, and you introduce yourself, or what happened next?
Well, you know how we did it back then. I wrote my name and number on a sheet of paper.
There you go.
After church, you had to be careful of them older people back then. Her parents and her auntie, whoever she was with, so I had to be smooth. So I just walked to her and flipped the paper in her hands. Give me a call, man. With Lil.
That's
She
it.
told me her name. And but with anything, it comes patience and persistence. Because when that was the first day we met, but we really didn't talk maybe 6 weeks, 7 weeks later.
He was doing basketball.
And working.
All the time I saw him, he wasn't there. I just kept trying to find.
Wow.
Yeah, I was working at food down in Bethel and
Okay.
playing basketball and going to schools or high school, so I didn't have much time, and she couldn't never catch me. But and it was so funny that when she came in the grocery store with her auntie or somebody in her family to get groceries, I'm always going, "Hey, call me."
Wow. So the dating process. I want to ask some questions because especially
Okay.
a lot of the younger people. Well, honestly, I didn't talk to some old ones that hadn't got to get together. But
Yeah.
now and I'm gonna just say this.
Okay.
There's a thing where we do get better, and
Oh
wisdom
yeah.
makes us better, I'm not the guy to say, okay, well, hey, everything I did was perfect. But see, one thing I
Uh-huh.
do know is that there's a such thing as, I done that and you shouldn't do it,
Right.
so you know talk to the that younger Willie and Tangela, that's meeting each other, y'all teenagers in high school. Talk to that teenager, and that one that, because I don't believe it's a such thing as too early to talk about dating with a purpose. Okay,
No,
so
it's not.
when you talk to that younger self, what is it that you think they should know in the beginning of dating each other?
Have patience.
Hmm.
Well, when we met, It was under the old school rule. My
Oh,
auntie only allowed me to visit on Wednesdays. And, that's
Wednesday and
right.
Sunday. Wow.
Right.
Okay.
Those the only days I could come over to see her.
Okay. Okay. Now, would that work today?
If the parent is strict enough, and
Okay.
like I say, if that's the person you want,
Right.
if you see something in that person that you want to pursue, yeah, it can. But it was also, like I said, it was the rules. Either I wanted to see her or I didn't. But those
Right.
were the rules of the house. So I
Okay.
had to abide by her parents' rules.
Okay. Okay. So there's a place where, and this is what I'm getting, guys. Okay. First of all, Tandy, had a covering over her.
Right,
She had a covering, and a lot of times our kids don't have covering, and when they don't have a covering, they kind of do what they want to do. Okay,
right,
so the first thing that I notice is that you got to have a mother, father, auntie, or uncle, somebody that is gonna that's covering you, that's gonna be governing your comings and goings.
right.
Okay, you know
That's it.
so it really it starts with that adult. So really good dating starts with good rules.
Right.
Okay, I'm gonna write that down because I promise I gotta tweet that.
That's
Good dating starts with good rules. Okay,
it.
and so the rules was established, and that's why you keep going back to having patience. Okay,
Right,
so because when you have good rules, then it's going to slow things down.
right,
Okay. And so the next thing I want to point out is that good dating, you do have to wait for it
right.
to process. Am,
Uh-huh.
am I am I good so far? Tangent,
Yeah.
am I good? Am I doing it? So, all right. See, I need your approval because I mess it up. Okay. Okay. So because see, see what you got to understand is that, man, see, you guys have done some things, and it is noteworthy. I understand that, but see, people would miss it if they only focused on the 33 years, because
Right.
see, and we're gonna get into that because I have this thing where um, um, I talk about struggles and how necessary they are
Yeah.
to make us better. And I talk about conflict and how instead of running from conflict, you should make it your ally. I want to get into that, but I want to kind of walk this on through. So
Okay.
we went from the first time you guys met. Um, Now we into this dating thing, and there's a process, and where you have to be patient because good things come to what, those that what.
Those who wait. That's the truth.
That's the truth. Okay, man. Amen to that. Good things come
Yeah.
to those who wait. So you got to be willing to wait for good things, because young folks, one of y'all problem, one of our problem. Because listen, I ain't no saint. You know what I'm
No,
saying? But I believe
I
that
ain't even.
every saint, every saint has a future. I mean, have a
Right.
past. Every saint have a past, and every
Right.
sinner has a future. Okay,
Right.
that's how I believe. So nobody's discounted here. Okay, but
Yeah.
but you was intentful. So how soon into the dating part that you knew that she was going to be your. No, I don't even want to ask you that. I want to ask Tam. Okay, so let's say, I know he had to been doing everything right. He was a gentleman, and he was charming, and he was all of that, right? And but when did you know that he was a man worthy, of your time?
He was
Hey, hold on one second. We losing some audio. I think the phone needs to come a little closer.
Um, I saw in him, he had a lot of good qualities. He showed that he cared about me and cared about what I thought. Um,
He's shy, so
Okay,
yeah.
okay. No, I get it. That he showed you he showed you those qualities. Now, what I want to ask you is, did you have because one of the things I did with my daughters was I talked to them about like do's and don'ts and deal breakers and to where I wanted them to write down a list of things that they wanted in a man before they even got to it. Now, did you experience anything like that to where you say, okay, well, this is what I'm looking for, and if he don't have this or if he do that, then hey, it's over with.
um, yes, well, I always believed, um, if you like me, you watch a lot of movies,
Hmm.
and I um, that did try to put hands on me in
That's it.
a abusive way.
That's it. That's it. Say, there's some things that you just know that okay, if you cross this line, then it's over with.
Right.
And so listen, ladies and gentlemen, I want you to understand that if you want to get to this point where you can, and what I believe you called it, marriage bliss or wedding bliss or something like that. And when I seen
Yeah.
that, it gave me chills because I had to look up that word bliss, and I'm like, man, that's powerful right there. So
Yeah.
um, you got to have some do's and don'ts. You got to have some rules into this date. You got to know when a person, if they do this, then hey man, the deal is off.
Yeah.
I can't. There's some things that you just don't compromise on. Okay,
Right. Mm.
so when I'm gonna come back to you, when 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 did you know? I mean, because regardless of how how the woman and the man, how they love each other and all that good stuff. You don't get to marriage until a man make a decision that he wants to marry. I mean you know that's just the truth. A man, that's the one thing that we control. We now once we do that, we pretty much lose all other control. But we control when we get married. We're gonna buy the ring. We're gonna get down on our knee. And pour my knees. I may have to negotiate on my next. I may have to negotiate my next marriage that we do is through emails or something because I can't get on my knees. I'm joking, but
Yeah.
when did you know that you was ready to spend? Hey Vicky, when did you know that this was it, that she was the one?
Well, it was just the way I felt about it. What she did, the way she kept herself taught. And I'll tell you one thing that really kind of still live. Like I said, I was working. She needed a winter coat, some more things. So I took her shopping to Walmart back then, and she didn't know what was going on. So we
Hmm.
was going through the aisle, and I told her, you like this, you like that. She's like, yeah. I'm like, put in the basket. She's like, huh? I'm like, put in the basket. So she put in the basket, and she needed a winter coat. I said, well, put in the basket. She's like, huh? I said, put in the basket. And then we got the basket about full. I said, okay, these are yours. Take it to the register. She boohooed.
Wow.
So, it wasn't what I had, what I did.
Mm.
I didn't have a car back then. We rode a cab. I rode my bike to her house.
Wow.
My dad picked me up, dropped me off. I wasn't rolling. I didn't have four wheels. I had two wheels.
Mm.
But she respected that in me. She didn't come out her mouth. When you gonna get a car? I'm getting tired of riding the cab.
Wow.
It was humble, and that's one thing that brought it to me, that she respected me for who I was, not what I had.
Wow. Man, I love it. I love it. I love it. You know, man, I'm sitting here, I'm listening to y'all story, man, and I knew that I wanted to have this time and share with you guys. I knew that because I knew that it was going to be a blessing. I knew that it was. See, um, it's one thing for me to take the time, and teach a concept, but then
Yeah,
when you can actually see this, unfold, and you saying, and I can literally look at you guys, and I can pick out different, aspects of your relationship and say, yep, that's why that worked, because that it's a concept that has always worked. And it's
yeah,
only when people walk away from that concept, from that simplicity, is when they get into error. So I want to we're coming to the end, and I want you guys to really kind of go deep into some things before we get off of here. I want to talk about the struggles. See, well,
yeah.
I can't have you guys on here and make everybody think that it was all strawberries
Rainbow.
and you know you know
Yeah,
I mean, listen, because see, one thing that I know is that um it wasn't the struggle doesn't weaken you, the struggle makes you
no,
stronger.
amen.
So now I don't want you don't have to tell me about the struggle, okay?
Yeah,
Because we know that you had the struggle. Well, I don't need that.
yeah.
But what I want is, how did y'all how what was the steps on how you fixed it? You know what I'm saying? What was it? What was that process like? And what made you, instead of packing up and saying, you know what, I'm gonna run from this struggle? What made
Yeah.
you stay in and say, you know what, I'm gonna fight for this family, instead of run?
Well, one thing was that I love,
Mm-hmm.
and we sat down and talked it out. You got to talk, open communication.
Never
Mm-hmm.
go to never go to bed angry. Um,
Yeah, we've done it 33 years. God bless us. We never went to bed angry at each other. Because if I had something on my mind, I would tell her. And we sit
Wow.
down and we discuss it. She had something on her mind, she tell me, and we sit down and we discuss it. And we go to bed happy. And we always
Wow.
tell each other we love each other before we go to bed.
Yeah, for 33 years, that's how y'all did it.
30, we've never had an argument in 33 years. God bless us.
Wow.
Not a group down argument. We've had discussions
disagreement.
and disagreements, but we've never had a stomp down. I'm leaving you, shut your mouth, throwing things, arguing.
Wow.
I
Wow.
feel if you have the one that you gotta trust each other, then you have
Hey, hold on. I don't. Hold the phone up a little closer, because it clips out because it's so far away. I know.
I said the one thing that you need in a relationship is trust. If you don't have trust, then I feel as though you don't have a relationship.
That's it. It's all about the trust. You know, man. There's a question, and if y'all, what I'm gonna do, I want you guys to inbox me how we've been talking, Willie. Send me your address, and I'm going to send you. You may got it. You may have a copy of my book, but if you don't worry about it, because I'm gonna send you a copy. Okay.
Oh, thanks, man. I was gonna get one though.
I'm because you blessed me, and I'm gonna return the favor, and I want to bless you. Now,
Thanks.
Vicky, you know my sister Vicky.
Yeah.
She
Uh-huh.
she asked the question, and now in the power two, I break down 8 revelations that God gave me on why why he created the family union, why God made Adam and Eve, why did he marry them, why did he create this unit, what was it
Right.
about that too? He could have made us one, but he said, I'm gonna make y'all in pairs. Why
Right.
did he do that? And through the process of about 10 years, God gave me 8 revelations. And I'm gonna give you these 8 revelations. But the question that Vicky have is, which one of those revelations that I most see? But I want you guys to help me out
Okay.
on what y'all see as well, okay, in your own
All
relationship.
right.
And,
Okay.
and then we're gonna keep in mind you can see more than one, but however you want to do it. So
Okay.
revelation number one is man was not meant to live alone. Okay. Revelation
Amen.
number two, the reason why God created us this way is because so we can have accountability. Revelation
Mhm.
number three, God did this so we can have protection. Think about you having each other's back, and y'all
Yeah.
in-house, not only just in-house accountability, but in-house protection. And then
Right.
revelation number four was someone to motivate you. Man, what I want you to understand is just you can look for motivation in a lot of places, but just having that one that God created for you to be your number one motivator. Okay.
All right.
Now, here's number five. If someone corrects you, see, a lot of people want to miss that one, but
Yeah.
but we need somebody to say, you know what, Eric, man, you know what, I love you, you my husband, but you was wrong, and we got to make
Right.
this right.
Right.
So we need for somebody to correct us. My favorite is agreement. Okay, when the two, see, I believe that God, when God told or have established this rule that says when two can touch and agree. He said, if you bind it on earth, it'll be bound in heaven. If you loose
Right.
it on earth, it'll be loose in heaven. Okay, so that's the power of agreement. But God also did something special, because everybody, all you have to do is come in agreement,
Right.
for this to work. Okay, but when God, when the two husband and wife, when they come in agreement, man, it goes to a superpower, because God says, you know, man, he said, I'm gonna come in between that thing, and I'm gonna become
Right.
that third cord that's gonna make whatever y'all agreed on, is gonna be undefeatable. Okay, so that's number six. Number seven is to keep the home fires burning, in your relationship. And the revelation behind that, guys, is that if you want to keep a fire burning, yeah, hey, we go back to Joseph and the Boy Scout days,
Yeah.
when we build a fire, you're gonna have to have somebody go and get the wood, and then somebody's gonna have to, keep that fire going. It takes
Right.
two in order to keep a good fire going. Okay,
That's
so
it.
that's the reason why he made us this way. And then the last one, number eight, is to show that small is big when God is with you. You see,
Right.
and that revelation came from the 12 spies, when God sent them 12. Well, not well, Moses, when Moses sent Joshua and Caleb into into that land, and told them to go spy over in that land. 10 of those spies came back and said, hey, we can't overtake them. But then
Right.
Joshua and Caleb, because they was looking through the lenses of God, they said, you know what, surely we can. And what I found in this relationship, guys, we're gonna need somebody to partner up with, somebody who you can say, man, you're gonna roll with me, man, I'm gonna roll with
Right.
you, and we're gonna get this thing done. That's what Joshua and Caleb did. So when you look at these revelations, when you look at them, which which one of those just represent, or which one of those just speak to you and say, you know what, and this is that one thing that I know that we did, we do on a regular basis to keep our to get through this first 33 years, because you got another one and another one to come.
Amen. Keeping having each other's back.
That's it.
Yeah.
I like it.
Got to have each other's back.
No matter what.
No matter what.
Man, listen. Tangy, Willie, man, I love you guys.
Love you too, brother.
I knew it was gonna do exactly this, man. I'm so hyped right now. I just want to go and shout, man. I believe when I get off this, I'm gonna go shout because you guys have truly blessed me. You have really did exactly what I thought you would do, and I really do appreciate it. I want you. Don't forget to inbox me your address because I want to bless you. With my book. You're gonna have to wait a bit because I got a new batch that's coming in because I sold out on my last
Amen
event.
to you. Amen
Thank you. Now, but I do want you to close us out. I want you to not close us out because I got a few more things I want to say, but I want you to close yourself out and but close it out however you want to do it. I'm gonna give you 2-3 minutes just to come as however you want to do it.
I want to tell couples out there, I always have room to laugh. You can't laugh with each other. Because there's going to be times when things get hard. You just look at each other and start laughing. You're like, well, God's going to work it out. And we go places, people say, y'all don't ever be mad. I said, what you mean? I said, what we got to be mad about? Mama always told me, whatever go on in the house, stay in the house.
That's right.
But when you leave home, leave your troubles at home. Take God with you wherever you
My. That's it, brother. That is it, guys. Once again, thank you for coming on this broadcast. Listen, I be looking at the chat because I know that we're gonna have a lot of people that's going to be watching the replay. It just always happened that way.
All right.
So you're gonna have some questions. So I'll see what I can answer, and then if it's specifically for you guys, just be checking out and continue to bless the people.
All right.
All right, you guys have a good night, and
you too.
thank you.
For having.
All right, man. Hey guys, listen. I told you it was gonna be powerful. I told you that it was gonna be powerful. So guys, listen. Like I said before, we are. Yeah, Vicky, it was amazing. It was amazing. Yeah, God is doing something big right now. See, here's the deal, guys. See, you're. I don't want you to be fooled. I talk about this gender war, and I talk about, even the fact that I'm saying that we're in the war, and it make you want to think that, okay, that somebody is winning and somebody is losing, and and somebody, it gives you, just a thought of something bad and ugly and all that good stuff. I understand that. I understand it. But what I want you to understand, because I can't leave you hopeless. You see, I know what the end is going to look like. And see, I know that, regardless of where we at now, see, the reason why I have to talk about it now. The reason why, that beautiful couple makes so much sense now is because we have to stand up against all the bad and ugly stuff, because there's some people that's going around saying, man, y'all have nothing. Y'all believe, what are y'all believing in, man? Y'all aren't doing nothing. And see, if you start listening to those naysayers, you start thinking, that what's the use? Why even walk this Christian walk? Why even confess the name of Jesus? Why even give your heart to Christ? Why even do this if I have to go and fight this struggle? See, what I want you to understand is that See, I know how it ends. I know that, man, that Jesus wins in the end. I know that, man, I know that Jesus is gonna heal you. I know that he's going to save you. And guess what, guys? I know that he's gonna come back for you. See, that's the assurance that I have. But see, right now, what I don't want anyone to feel, hopeless. I don't want anybody to feel like there's no you, because see, um, the the what we're concerned with is the kingdom, and we know that, man. I know what Satan is trying to do, but I want you to understand that, even though you feel like you are in the minority, even though you may feel like that, even, as you on your Christian walk, and you in school, or you on your workplace, and you feeling like, man, everybody's making fun of me, because I said my grace, before I ate, and everybody, people are making fun of me because, I said I was a Christian. I understand all of that, but I want you to know that in the end, you're gonna win. So when you look at this war that's going on, listen, I don't want you to, don't feel hopeless. Don't feel hopeless. But see, you're gonna have to do what I'm doing. You're gonna have to take time, and you're gonna say, you know what, devil, man, you're not going, no. This is as far as you go. You're not going any further, because see, I have to do my part, and you got to do your part. And the part that we have to do, guys, where we at right now, man, we have to fight for this family. We have to fight that, that this unit stay strong, because what I do know is that if Satan has an agenda, and he said, if I can tear down this family, then I can tear down the kingdom. If I can tear down the family, I can tear down the kingdom. He thinks that he's going to win. And guys, there's not going to be any casualties in this war, because we are more than a conqueror. We're victorious. So even though it seems hard right now, but we're not without hope. So guys, listen, man, that is the end. This is what I wanted. This is what I wanted to share. I wanted to share this with you guys, and we gotta fight. We gotta fight. And we're gonna continue to fight. And guys, listen, I'm gonna tell you this, and this is my third closing as a preacher. You got to have at least about 3-4 closings. So this is number 3. See, I realized when I first started this, well, actually, I'm just saying, when I first started writing the book, I had a lot of doubt when it came to the book, because I kept saying nobody cares about relationships anymore. That's what I was saying. I said, God, why is it that you want me to do this when nobody cares anymore? But he insisted that I write the book. And now the more I start on this journey, the more that I find couples like Willie and Tangela, the more I find, other, podcasters, and influencers that are out here, and they're preaching and teaching the same thing. And guys, it gave me so much encouragement, because I knew beyond a shadow of a doubt that I was doing exactly what God called me to do. He put me in place for such a time as this, right now, man. And I accepted that excitement, and I'm so thankful, and I'm so grateful, and I'm mindful. Once again, guys, this is Eric Kirk, and this is the Fight for the Family broadcast. I'll see you on the next episode.